Oh yeah, I mean he's in this weird position of being able to play like really stable heroes extremely well and being consistent, as well as being able to play these extremely flashy heroes. Like usually mid players are one or the other, but it seems mid one can very quickly just rotate between both. Batrider and Troll are in Monkey King on the same team. That's some counter synergy right there. I had a Batrider in my pub that was just destroying my trees all the time. I was falling off and dying, and it's not good stuff. But this isn't a pub.
Yeah,
Very good
I
hero.
don't expect to see Batrider try and kill his own Monkey King. Not your typical pub experience.
It depends if they're mad at each other, though. That's the only thing. But Brew, Troll, two heroes that are extremely hard countered by Bat in the laning phase. Troll typically wins lanes, does physical damage, has high armor, hard to kill, because he has the whirling axes. It's kind of a bit of a cock block, but Batrider doesn't care at all about that. You just run on him with the napalm, kite around so that he can't turn and hit you. Brewmaster, it's the exact same thing. He has like the evasion that comes from the Drunken Brawler. I believe that's still what it's called, right? Drunken Brawler. I know it got reworked, but I don't think the name got changed.
They kept the name same.
So yeah, so Drunken. So like none of these heroes deal well at all with Batrider, other than the Lion. Lion, if you insta hex the Bat, it's good, and Batrider has really terrible day vision. So generally, like you can get vision on him before he sees you. This is a big reason that people pick something like Batrider Night Stalker just to get the old night vision. Some sort of vision source for Batrider is just so nice to have if you're running it as a core and you're really banking on the lasso initiations, but maybe you don't need it.
I mean, you got the Monkey King anyway. Like you're gonna get enough out of that. I'm trying to think actually what they need to round out this draft right now. It just feels like they need something else at the front with the Monkey King, right? Because you have this pick off and this drag away, but say you actually get initiated on, you need, I guess Earthshake can do it to an extent with the fissures, but you need something that can stand alongside the MK.
I would like to see I would love to see like a Night Stalker. I know it's not as big of a hero in EU as it is in NA and PA. Okay.
Oh, you gotta have a niche special. I mean, Night Stalker, that doesn't really fit what he wants to do. In fairness, right, we should have probably known, because obviously Monkey King's going to be mid ones. It doesn't leave that much room for a Night Stalker.
Right. There's a few carry players in NA that will play like a Night Stalker safe lane, just because with the new ulti, it's actually pretty good at carrying. But this game we got a PA. It's been like relatively nerfed. I think a big reason that PA fell off is actually she didn't fall off, but a big reason that her win rate has gone down fairly significantly is due to a lot of the heroes that are coming into the meta. In particular, Batrider is really good against PH, completely demolishes her in lane. So if you can get this hero where she actually has a decent lane, it's still kind of the old PA. And I think this final tribe draft, doesn't do much yet to counter the Phantom Assassin. So maybe this last pick will be something that they can counter her with.
Maybe something to ramp up the tempo, because right now I'm going, okay, pre-BKB, you can deal with this PA, but the moment she has one, right, you won't be able to Cyclone her anymore, you won't be able to finger her to kill her off, it's basically... Right now, the Monkey King is going to try and actually like cruise through that area. So you need to maybe find a way to shut him down so PA never gets online, right? Does that sound correct?
Or you need a counter for the PA when she does come online. Like you can either just stomp the game, end the game before she comes online, or have a hero to deal with her. And it looks like they're really thinking about it, because Brew doesn't really they don't have any damage sources for the PA really, other than the Lion Finger. But there's an Oracle on the enemy team who can just save the PA. Lion's just complete single target. So you need something that can just do like some sort of persistent damage to deal with the PA. Razor is a decent option. Let's see, but Brew's probably their offlaner, so they need a mid. They're still like Ember Spirit, but you're laning into Monkey King. That's not great. Bounty Hunter is decent, but you're laning into Monkey King, gets an Oracle.
Bounty Hunter would give you a good ramp up, actually.
It would. Clinks, maybe? Clinks versus Monkey King? That's a pick. People have been picking a decent amount in pubs. It's actually not that bad. It's just a relatively squishy hero. Hey,
Look
they
at
picked it.
you! Oh god, this is.
This is a pub hero. Chessie, I know, plays this a lot, and it's a lot better than people make it seem like it is. The ultimate's not actually that bad. It's terrible in the late game. It doesn't do that much damage in terms of carrying. Like Klink's does a lot less in the late game, but
I like how
the ulti's like a team fight ulti.
I like how kind of humble you are about it. It's like, yeah, you got the right pick, okay? Someone that's not being picked too much. Like, oh yeah, I just know my pubs. This is just Chessie pubbing on us right now. But
dude, I'm telling you, man, this is a hero.
I mean, most that's true of all of these, in fact. Also, I hear.
I just feel like so many people are like, Klink's is total dog shit, but you see it picked by like the occasional player in high rated pubs, and it does well. Like, the ulti's not terrible. It used to be terrible. It looks stupid. Don't get me wrong.
But it's the choke points as well. Like, this is why this hero has relevance mid lane as well. It's just the pick-off opportunities you have once you reach 6 is incredible because of that choke point of the stairs. And if you actually like force fights around these choke points, which teams have got better at, by the way, since Pangolier became so mainstream, then you can actually easily exploit the value out of that ultimate.
Yeah, especially if you use some sort of lockdown for it, like the Lion Hex, Nature's Prophet with the trees. Like, they have a lot of like pseudo disable for the Klinks to make that ulti work, especially in choke points. Like you mentioned, like the Sprout is really good in choke points because you'd have to tango through two trees to get past if you put on the choke point just to kind of block.
It's definitely something that gets kind of overlooked. I think when a lot of people kind of perceive these drafts, they think about the cow picks. I think it's just really become obvious since Pangolier got added to the game. There are a lot of heroes that just have to look at the terrain you're fighting on, as opposed to just the direct matchups in lane and your abilities.
Right. That's actually my theory on why Tinker got really good when they changed how the layout was of the map, where there are all these high grounds. Because instead of just blinking into trees, you're blinking onto high grounds all the time. So it's really hard to kill a Tinker who blinks into the jungle. Whereas before, if a Tinker blinked into the jungle instead of, the side of the map, that's how you would kill a Tinker. Like, nobody would do that. But now there are all of these little high grounds and little nooks and crannies that you can hide in. I completely agree. Of course, it's gonna change what heroes are good and what heroes aren't. And then the regen nerfs happened.
It's always just new layers. That's the thing. Like, at this stage in the game, everything that we as the average viewer see and perceive, like, this is something pro players have mastered. They've gotten used to. They're always looking for the next big thing, whether it's tiny little juke spots or just evolving the terrain.
That's actually like a consistent thing with pro players, is they're like, oh, if you get this second deny on this wave with this hero versus this one on the Radiant side, then you can win this matchup. It's like, fuck, dude, why are you thinking of that? You're like keeping yourself up at night thinking about this one matchup, the second last hit that you can get. But then they use it in a game, and it actually lets you lane a certain hero in a certain way. And all of a sudden, it's broken.
Well, I think one of the big ones for me, like last year, I noticed was... I won't mention the player. There was 1 or 2 players that were complaining about a certain infamous mid called Topson and how he was ruining their pub games because he kept glyphing the first creep wave. And then, like, 2 months later, everybody's
doing it. Yeah. Yep. Sounds about right. Chessie's just demolishing mid 1 here.
Yeah, he's taking so much damage. 1 armor, Feels very tanky. Oh, Chessie? Oh, you might get... Oh, nice dodge. No, he got it just in time. Smaller window, but he knows how to do it.
Yeah, he was waiting for the last second there.
So it's
nice
still so
zoning
dirty
by Chessie here. Yeah, it's really dirty. This is a good hero against Monkey King. One of the few that's like a high tempo hero that's good against Monkey.
So probably not going to see mid 1 take control of the map in this type of game. He should just be confined for a while. Although, expect him to try and make rotations as soon as he has a few levels, because he can't contest his lane that well.
For sure. I think maxing out the Primal Spring and just pushing the wave, and then rotating, pushing the wave, rotating, pushing the wave, and like jungling in the downtime is definitely the play. Rotating would be better too, because Chessie can kill him in the jungle.
I actually want to try for someone here. Yapsor is mid. Problem is he's seen by a wood.
Yeah. Chessie has two mangoes too, so he can easily use the strafe and then searing arrows. So let's see. I want to see how this trade goes. Doesn't he just turn and hit mid one?
Yeah, mid one's panic mode now. He's got the balance strike. Enough damage though gets him the kill. 2 points in the Jingu. Maybe not expected by Chessie.
Yeah, that's just good calculation for mid one. It's really hard to say who wins that trade with the with the mischief, with the strafe, searing arrows damage.
Oh, look at this value for Zai. He stacked the creep wave, and that means that while the troll is getting whatever he wants, so is the Bat Rider. And who's going to have a bigger threat as you kind of spiral out this mid lane, out of the laning phase rather? It's probably going to be the Bat Rider.
Definitely Bat. Yeah, Bat once he gets like level, honestly level 3. Like now he could go contest the troll if he had mana to do it. So what he's probably going to do is just kill this wave, go back to base, get some regen, and then go and completely destroy the troll. Like Bat is one of the best troll counters. Although as I say that,
they're gonna punish him.
None of he's dead.
Yep, stunned up, should go down. Nice rotation from Hanskin to ensure the kill. He was being a little bit greedy there. Didn't want to salve, couldn't in fact.
Yeah. Era doing a good job at just being obnoxious, chasing him around. A lot of the time it's not good, but when you have an NP to TP in, it's definitely good. There's always kill potential.
A little bit of punishment Yaps as well. Era definitely being wherever he needs to. So that means Zai will return to the lane instead, with a slight XP advantage coming out for Frost.
Look at mid one. He's trying to get the angle so he can hit Clinks and the creeps to lifesteal. Yeah, there he goes.
We'll get it, but now Chessie, who says, alright, I'll fight with you, but he can't. He has to back away and it's too late. Mid one gets the kill. Courtesy of the creeps joining in.
Yeah, sort of pings out and says, okay.
Do you remember when we were like, this lane is gonna be hard for Monkey King? And just that one rotation, all of a sudden, this lane is gonna be incredibly hard for Chessie.
Yeah, well, that was also just an outplay by mid one, like getting that angle where he he baited Chessie into a really shitty angle because like Chessie went forward into the creeps because mid one was so low there, but he didn't anticipate like how much he would lifesteal because he hit all the creeps and then he hit Chessie as well. And then Clinks just has 600 HP at this point with 2 Wraith Bands. Most heroes would have like 1,000 HP with that.
Probably just stack Fairy Fires and Prayer at this stage.
Ooh, Nisha. Careful, dog.
Yeah, Nisha getting pretty low. Has got the stick to keep him alive, though. Puppy has been spamming out the Purifying Flames to heal him up wherever he can.
Yeah. He needs that salve.
Oh, Fisher mid lane. Chessie, he's forced to fight again. Mid one. He's been hit by the tower as well. Hits the Boundless Strike. Needs one more hit. Nope. Stun's going to come out from Arrow with the Impale. The salve used isn't enough. Chessie still goes down. And look at this. Hans can even arrive. There's a party in the mid lane, but mid one, he doesn't want to participate.
It's really easy to think that you have more HP on Clinks than you actually do because
you know who else
got such a
HP?
Troll.
Yeah? Okay, this is getting a little bit out of control now.
That's nice one. That's the counter. The bat into troll. Oh my god. Mid one is just popping off.
Oh, nice deny actually. Arrow did actually make sure that bind didn't get picked up. See, I just realized what you're on about because I said yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever these kind of link-up puns happen, it's not intended, and I kind of hate myself for it. And Zai hates his life right now as well. Frost even gets the kill because he regened a little bit too much.
Yeah, not even boots on Era. He's able to catch him out. Era has been just the bane of Zai's existence, honestly. Just running around, chasing him, stunning him up. Doesn't even do damage. Somebody else just comes in and kills.
Definitely been the highlight for TFT, and I mean, they need a highlight because this top lane's been a draw. This mid lane has been a disaster for them. And bot lane has just been a complacent farm zone, basically.
Bot lane has been really awkward. Oh, here Era comes back to mess with Zai.
Yeah, Zai being greedy. Wants these creeps. A little bit of harassment. They have to be careful. He does have level 6 now.
He does. With the bottle, I think going for the Flaming Lasso makes sense because he actually has the mana to use it. There's kill potential there if he can get a couple of stacks on the troll. Although maybe there's kill potential on Zai.
Yeah, they're going to stun him up, try and move in. If they can get one root, he's dead, but doesn't look like they'll be that lucky.
Although Zai... Oh, okay, so he went for the 3rd point in Sticky Napalm, actually.
Oh,
I feel like if he had Lasso, if he had Lasso, he could kill the troll, I think, but...
Yeah, he can't commit hard this problem because the Battle Trance will dispel all of the Sticky Napalm.
That's true. And also, there's the Nature's Prophet to TP, there's the Hex and Earth Spike from the Lion. It honestly makes sense that he's not going for kill.
It's kind of a fragile state of laning in that regard, right? Because if you identify at that point, actually, I can't make any of these plays because of profit, you could maybe rotate Yapsa up, and if you pick off Hanskin, that actually opens up the other 2 lanes to gank straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, for sure. Or if he's distracted. I like the Hanskin went for the Bassi.
Oh, they're doing it. They got the ult down. Clinks is burning armor. It will burn mid one to a cinder. Oh, pick off as well. He had he waited away from lane so long. He was in the jungle for like the last 2 minutes just to make sure he could get 6.
Yeah. He actually just can't show up the lane. Mid one just keeps killing him. Look at this HP pool on Clinks, man. What a nerf to this hero it was to change Death Pact and to remove his strength gain as well.
It's okay. I got an idea. Just play him as an offlaner. You build yourself a Crimson Guard. Use and you tank.
I've seen people do that actually. They go for like Spirit Vessel at Clinks. They go Spirit Vessel Medallion, Treads, and it's pretty good.
Oh, Jeep's in trouble. He didn't get level 6 yet. He's been found and stuck inside of Wukong's command that will ensure his death. Good pick off as well, considering Brewmaster had been basically unpressured there. Oh, Invis picked up by Yapsor just in time as well because Prophet was getting ready to come in, and now they might try and turn around. Fissure locks Error on the right side. He has no escape. This mid one's going to move in. They try and cut the trees, but that's not going to get you out of the mess. Blink's trying to join in and help. The stun control is good, but in the end, they have to back away and let Lion die.
Nice Fissure from Yapsor. Cutting off. He seems to be a lot of the time in this mid lane in the right position to just set up a gank or turn a gank. That's not something that you see often with Earthshaker these days because the mid lane towers are so close together. It's very rare that somebody's out of position where you can catch them. You have to be like in the right place automatic. Like this bot lane, he's in the right place again. Xayah's the lasso.
And they're going to be able to lock him on the spot. He should be able to get Battle Trance out if he wants to, but instead of hold on and just wand up.
But they don't even go for him.
The hardest committal. I mean, yes, you used the lasso, but it wasn't like you were all in for that. You just wanted to try and force that any regen you had.
Yeah, I think honestly, I do feel like you could probably force out the Battle Trance, but it's definitely the riskier play because if there's a rotation that comes in off the back of the Battle Trance, then he gets like a lucky
as well. Because
yeah,
then you're instantly into free v2. It's understandable.
Yep.
But while that's happening, TFT will go for this top tier 1. With the Prophet here, and they've got the Helmet Dominator, they should be able to secure and start to open up Secret's jungle. And now Nisha's been found as well. Nice rotation from Chessie. Yapsor unable to help at all. Mid one realizes actually I should probably have been rotating instead of farming the mid wave. I found Error.
Yeah, that's such a small vision range, but he sees him. He should see that he warded too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They'll turn into a tree for the double protection.
Oh my god. They're not going to go for him.
So this is the true mating process of trees. Pollination is a lie, just like global warming. Flat earthing is real. So.
Is this what my parents were doing in the bedroom?
Maybe. Oh, split coming out from Sheep. I don't think they were doing that though.
Okay.
Well, maybe. It depends like how you approach. If he's feeling feisty, he might have pounced onto the
I would approach by just like putting my ear to their door. That's how I would approach. Oh, you mean how they would approach?
I mean, if they won't have the birds and the bees conversation with you, I guess that's one way to learn. But
we'll show you.
This is getting more and more concerning the deeper we go into this hole, and now I just realized what I said and made things worse, but not as bad as they're going to be for Frost. They should better stun him up. He has got the Battle Trance. They want to force it out of him this time. If they can. They could actually get him range for the Echo Slam.
He just walks away. With Treads plus the 250 health talent, this guy's sitting on 1,600 HP. Almost 1,700 HP. When he goes for the Agi Treads. Yeah, look at that.
He's a thick boy. You know.
He's literally got double the HP of the Clinks.
Not hard to achieve. Meanwhile, Brewmaster goes down. Nice rotation. And Clinks is far, far away. They just about clip on the hands, but they can't find him. This should be them pushing in response, though. They did lose their tier 1 tower. They probably want to take their opponents.
It's really hard for them, though, because they don't really have anything that pushes at this point into the game.
Well, you're pushing in those choke points as well. There's no easy way to approach this mid tower for them.
Yeah, the Clinks ulti is actually very strong at this point. You're pushing into Nature's Prophet, who's got the Wrath of Nature. You're pushing into a dead Zai on the bot lane to just troll and line, it looks like. Did Eric get a stack
finger.
Oh, nice finger. He got the extra finger build too. That's nice.
He's proving he's very adept with his hands, fingers.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Mid one.
I mean, as a competitive gamer, that's you're gonna have the dexterity.
Definitely got to show your finger skills. Line, they're going on top, and they know he doesn't have the finger anymore, so he has to try and run away. But it's too late. The Wukongs gets him. Jeep gonna try and move out. It's gonna get root for a second here. No split for 20. False promise. Puppy has to use it on himself. And now Frost gonna pursue through. Looking on the mid one. Stomp comes out from the centaur, locks him on the spot, gets the kill. The root on the Puppy means he should be going down at the end of this. And now Zai arrives, says, okay, late to the party, but I'm here nonetheless. Won't get a kill though. That won't stop this push onto the tier 1 tower by the side of TFT.
Dude, I love this Brew Dominator thing. I've never seen people go for this on Brew. Is this something that was happening in the previous major? The major was on when it was like 5 a.m. here, so I didn't watch it.
I don't feel like I saw much of it. Like Vlad's has still been the standard, right? Still a good item.
Yeah, Vlad's.
And this is a hero that can get value out of it. Zai, oh no, he's gone. Jesse hungry. Turns out the problem wasn't that he had 2 Wraith Bands and a low HP pool, it was that he needed 3 Wraith Bands and a low HP pool.
Yep. It's enough. He's got exactly 1,000 HP. That's all he needs.
That's the balance. In all things.
Yeah.
He's actually close to the level 2 Burning Army as well.
What does it change? It gives you
the attack interval.
1, and then it gives you they attack faster.
Yeah, that's the big one.
And they get your searing arrows, right? So they can. So if you get the 30 searing arrows damage, although 15 strength on Clinks, that's pretty decent. Although I don't know, you may as well commit to the.
Haven't you learned the true way of playing Clinks now? You basically just drop your roll and die. You're just kind of like Warlock at this stage.
Hey man, Warlock's good. You know, it's a good way to play.
You know, they should just,
for Jesse.
Actually, they should just give him a talent now where if he dies, he drops the second
Burning
Army.
Oh my god. Oh, there's enough of those talents.
Just Ags creates an X out of Burning Army instead of a line.
Yeah.
God, I'm great for ideas.
Parallel wall. Yeah,
that could work. Okay, that could work. I'm game for that.
Does it work in Chrono? Did you do some sick Chrono?
I think they get. I'm pretty sure they get stopped, right? Because they are a physically existing
units.
Unit.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Reflection where you don't actually exist. That sounds like an existential crisis. This is getting too deep.
I mean, it's all in your head anyway, you know?
I mean, Frostpocket's getting pretty deep, though. 7k net worth now, and he almost has the Sanj complete.
Gonna get Sanj and Yasha, eventually Satanic, have 50% status resistance. Completely breaks Dota. Earthshaker can't combo you. Get BKBs off.
I've been telling people, the real combo is Huskar Omni Knight. You build that status resistance build, and then you get the extra from the Heavenly Grace.
Yeah, the Heaven... People go like 3 Heaven's Halberds on Huskar. Seems pretty legit.
I think you're going too far here.
Did you know... They do it, dude. I'm telling you. It's a strat. At least 2 Sanches. At least 2 Sanches.
This is like as bad as when I was Fury crafting double 1. And then just stockpiling charges in both of them for big engagements.
You're gonna need to... Does it work like that?
I think so, because like when you max one out, the other fills. It's been a while since I tested it. I think that was how it was meant to work.
It's a 13-second cooldown, though.
Yeah, but like, how often are you going to recharge to 21 charges in 13 seconds?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like, I think we've... Like, I can't remember. Me and one of the players, we Fury crafted as, like, actually, if you're up against a Batride and a Bristle, which is never going to happen, but if you were, it might be okay.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of double stouts these days. Just people that generally like, want to tank creeps. Seen it on Brew, Bounty Hunter, Axe, obviously. Hey, man, I'm game.
You know, you want to be the game. You want to be good at the game. You got to change the game. You can't just follow what everyone else is doing.
I'm telling you, dude, one of the #1 things you'll see from watching like high-rated pubs is these players are doing. You said it. They're doing these builds that are mid lane.
He's gonna get away. The Fissure almost blocked him in, but don't worry. Yapsor knows what he's doing. Problem is, so does Frost, and he wants to bang his axes on the high ground. Thing is, can you really stop him right now? Look at his HP pool. We talked about it earlier. Now he's up to 2k. That's when actually, and Lasso coming out, trying to fight here. Wukong's down line, taking a lot of damage. He's going to get a finger out time. Yes, he can, but Batrider needs to be careful. He's going to heal up the triangle a little bit, but eventually just runs out. He's going to go down. Stomp comes out the Centaur. Monkey King locked down as well. The Pigeon not helping. Echo Slam comes in, but Yapsaw doesn't do enough damage. False promise to keep Monkey King alive. Find up against Chess, going to get him low, but ruined on the spot by Frost. Has to turn around and deal with him. Troll's going to get low. Can he actually pop that Aegis, though? It doesn't look like it. He's disarmed. Instead, Monkey King trying to move away. Nice dodge out, but it won't be enough. He goes down. It's a double kill with Jeep. The Aegis gets popped. Nisha looking to fight up against this because in their favor, it has ended that way as TFT have ran out of heroes to throw at this Phantom Assassin. Nisha will get the kill on Najib. Frost, where you going now, buddy? 2k HP, but that just takes a little bit longer. It won't stop Nisha from hitting into you. Dagger to slow you down. Jumps in. Where are the crits? There we go. Coming through. They haven't got the mana for the fissure, actually. The Soul Ring ran out just in time. Still chasing. Arrow missed his stun. Another TP in. Hanskin trying to protect. The trees won't stop Nisha from pursuing, though. With the phase boots, he gets out of the trap and then chases full for more. Hanskin, where are you going? To hell. And back to hell, but the real man who does that stays alive.
Dude, in that fight, Puppy got literally surrounded by treants and blocked. Like, he actually couldn't move. And then he TP'd out with 1% HP left. It was the strangest thing to see happen. It was just in the back line of the fight between two supports. It was so awkward. There was this situation where Frost actually ran away, assuming that Puppy would die because he was in over his head and he was too deep. And then Puppy didn't die, and then Troll just ends up dying anyway. What an awkward engagement. But, I mean, basically that entire engagement just boils down to, number one, Zai getting the lasso off on the line so that he doesn't get hexed up at the start. And then number two, fighting on a shrine. Like, you just can't fight a team into their own shrine, into the high ground. It's too hard. Even if you have a lead, even if you have a way better tempo in the game.
Play Monkey King. They were waiting for it. Sally Yapsel can't help against the Burning Army. Meanwhile, bot lane, though. Hanskin, he has been found. Zai has to commit the lasso, but gets the kill nonetheless.
I love this Boots of Travel Batrider build. Just you run so quickly with the bots plus Firefly, and you can go everywhere, pushing out waves, killing people, showing up to fights as well. Like, okay, mid lane, Jesse. Oh, double damage still.
Thinking about it, but
he's had this forever. This double damage.
It's got to run out soon. There we go.
But this bat build, I really love it because one of the big problems with Batrider is that you want to like not show and show up to fights because you're one of the best, probably the best initiator in Dota. But also the Firefly lets you very safely push out like massive amounts of waves and get a shitload of farm in the jungle. So there's always this weird balance between, like, Boots of Travel is the perfect offlaner build if you can get to it, because it lets you show up it lets you split the enemy team up and then show up to fights that you split the enemy team up before. Like, you can make the fights 4v5 and then show up to the fight. It's actually insane. It makes every hero nature's prophet. Not exactly.
Well, yeah, there's some slight differences, but the point is important here is, like, it's basically any hero that can justify Boost of Travel second or third item, even first, has a huge advantage in the current meta with the ability to TP twice.
Yep, especially if you can push out, if you have a hero that can push out lanes somewhere else very easily. I've even seen like Fear builds Boots of Travel all the time as a 4 position, like Earth Spirit, Pudge, like any hero, he'll just push out a lane, show up to a fight, push out a lane, show up to a fight, and it's just such a good strat for getting an advantage in team fights. Like, look at Zai, he can be this lane pusher.
And he's got the Crimson Guard as well, so he can just show up. And he can, like you said, he can bait. He can actually tank the damage, the initial source at this point.
It's a different way. It's a different way to play Batrider that you wouldn't.
Oh, they're moving in. Blinks has been seen. Chessie, they want to drop him before he can bring down the Burning Army. He does throw it out, but it's basically defensively to hope he can do someone after he dies. Grimscar's going to be there to protect Monkey King when he comes down. Mid one can just sidestep it. In fact, he's going to farm them. As you expect.
Brew split for that too, so this is a good fight. Like, no matter what happens right now.
Well, they might find more.
Can still fight. Yeah. Brew has no blink. Zai has lasso.
This is a slow but sad death. There's the lasso drive back, and a kill for Nisha. Or mid one in this case, he does get the final tap. They have been finding a lot of kills on the side of Secret, but they need to somehow transition this into towers, because the one thing you can say in favor of TFT right now is they've been losing these fights, yes, but they've been losing it on Secret side of the map consistently at this stage.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as a result of that, it means the Secret's not really getting anything in terms of objectives for it. So it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing.
Zai overstepped his mark.
He's so tanky.
It took a while, but inevitable.
They got him. Yeah, the line got the finger damage too. So
that's his second one. Okay, this line's gonna turn the game, boys. I mean, fairness, he does have the level 2 finger now.
Yeah.
Still needs that level 3.
Unfortunately, that was the level 1 finger that he used, so it's still on cooldown for 160 seconds.
And he might die now. He's just going to come out, jump in, Nisha with the 1-tap. That's a third of his HP, and that wasn't a crit.
Nisha went for the cleave. That's not common, not super common with this build.
I think in this game, though, like, he must realize he's kind of equal farm with the troll, right? And this gives him an advantage to build.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense. Also, maybe he just feels like with the Oracle on his side and the way that he's playing the fights, he doesn't need the lifesteal. Like, he doesn't need to go in and be a frontliner. He can just kind of gank the people in the back lines of the fights because Zai's entire purpose is to just start the fight and be tanky. So, he doesn't really need the lifesteal per se in this game.
Well, if everyone dies too quick, they're actually going to smoke up and try and move in. Nisha with the smoke 2.0 here. Be the one leading the way, though. Puppy is the one looking for some entrance, and Necronomicon is online for the Radiant side now.
I think this is the blink reveal from Yapsor, if I'm not mistaken. Or has he had it for the previous fight?
He had it for the previous fight.
Oh, okay, okay.
Actually, I'm not sure if he... No, I don't think he's used it in a fight, but he had it before this. They might have seen him around the map. He's had it for like a good minute or so.
So they get the tower. There's no tier 2 to trade for, so Frost is just pushing the top lane. Hey, Frost is going straight for the Satanic Sanjin Yasha. He's not even... I mean, he must really think this is like a sick build.
I mean, what would you entertain otherwise, right? Like...
BKB, maybe, like...
Is that kind of two things in the same? Like you're going for stats resistance in this game, right? Like, if you go BKB, do you feel like you've used up too many slots on defensive aspects of your build?
Yeah, sure. I guess so. I mean, if you have like the Battle Trance plus Sanjin Yasha plus Satanic, yeah, you're right. That's already a lot of defense, but also gives you offensive as well. So it's like a nice little mix. Kind of like we were talking about with the aura items, like the utility items people are buying. It's your medallions, your Vlads, your spirit vessels, these like utility and also damage items. Like if you can do both, it's just so much better in this meta.
I guess also from his perspective, right, if Clinks was in a better spot, he could argue going for the BKB and just being the tank. But you look at it right now, Clinks is starting to fall behind a little bit in terms of net worth. And he's not surviving these initial bursts half the time. Yeah,
that's true. You know what he actually needs, now that I'm thinking about it, is Monkey King Bar against the PA.
That's true.
Pretty desperately. And then also, like, Monkey King has high armor. Does magical damage in the Monkey King Bar. Really good with the troll attack speed, fervor.
Although in fairness, right now, actually, Nisha is still not going for a BKB, so you do at least have the Cyclone to remove him from the fights.
True, yeah. You can take the damage away.
Although
I do feel like you want to put the Oracle in the air, though, just because it's just an easy way to deal with that false promise. You just say, all right, you're out of the fight.
Oh, Zai. It's the last who's going to drag the Brewmaster across. Can they lock him in? Yes, they can. The bash coming out to ensure it with a big crit. The buyback comes out. They're outside the pit now, though. Half HP on the roast. They can't commit any longer. They need to find a pick off on the secret if they want to get back inside. They have to keep an eye on it as well, because if Nisha goes in, he could easily obliterate that in a good 20 seconds. Frost? Okay, this is brave.
They got the courier.
It's like the lasso has been used, but this is very brave. Gonna jump across on the hands, can BKB activate, try and go with the burn army, goes down mid one, throws out the Wukong to reduce the damage he takes from those skeletons. Hanskin will fall, they force him out of the pit, the split has been used as well. Cyclone is up onto the Oracle as you were anticipating before. Mid one will just farm up the skeleton army. They'll move away, buyback comes out from the Prophet right now, but they're out of the pit again, and the fissure stops them from going back in. The split's gonna run out soon. Secret, can they have the advantage?
Slam.
He has. He might go on it. Two heroes right here, he should be going in, but he's waiting. Patiently, in fact, right now. It's going to be forced gone. There's the Echo Slam. The Battle Transfer used just in time. But Prophet gone. That's a dieback. The Blink Strike away. Nisha pretty low. The Disarmer's there on the troll in the meantime. And Arrow will go down to mid one. One needs to re-engage with his team. Going to move across right now. Yap's all pretty low, but Frost can't find it. They cut the tree. Mid one. They might better go to town on him right now. He needs to turn and fight, but he can't. In the meantime, Jeeb is going to go down. They're going to root him up. Troll down to half HP. There it is. Nisha arrives once more. The stun's coming out. Blinks will fall. It's going to be a team wipe. Secret. They beat the side of TFT, and now they can just head in and claim their prize. The heart and the cheese of this infamous beast.
That was a complete outclass by Secret in that team fight. Yapsor surviving at 10% HP. Puppey disarming the right targets when people are literally one auto attack from dying. Yapsor saving the Echo Slam until the Troll battle trance was over. Waited until he could get the Clinks as well as the Nature's Prophet and the Necro Book. Like, huge patience from all of the players on the side of Secret in that fight, and amazing synergy as well. I hate to, hype up like the tier 1 team, but you can absolutely see why these guys are in the class of teams that they are when you watch a fight like that. There was just so many situations where any other team would have, a player dying because they're at 10% HP, and then they don't communicate something correctly because it's really hard to in a pressureful situation like that. That was just super well played from everybody.
Basically threading the needle, because that's the thing. When you're in that scenario, I mean, people sometimes forget how fast these fights are and how most people can't communicate enough information in that time. It really does sometimes come down to the feel and the kind of teamwork and the synergy has been built up over time.
Like the Monkey King, oh my god, there's like 4 of them in that fight, 10% HP, and then they turn it around. Like Oracle ulti, the Face Edict coming out, Monkey King with the Boundless Strike, P almost dying at the start, Yapsor almost dying, then turning just by, juking around a tree. Everybody. It wasn't just one of them. There's no, like, single individually skilled player on this team. They're all, obviously, very high skilled. Good synergy, too.
And see economical destruction from that as well. Like, you force TFT to commit buybacks, you actually kind of goad them into this false sense of security. And then you don't have to expend any buybacks yourself. You've got huge gold value. In fact, if we look at the charts, you can see this huge dip. Of course, you expect that from a 5-man wipe, but it was the way they contained any... They basically cauterized any sort of loss of gold for themselves.
Yep.
Bot lane. Uh-oh. Zai striking again. Hans can TP away in time, but the ult's going to come out. Looks like he won't escape from this.
Wow, what discipline from Zai. Alright, that was amazing. Holy shit. That was so disciplined. 99% of players go for that kill right there. But he knows it's not worth dying for. That was, like, he actually just got stunned in the trees, where it was 0.3 seconds earlier, he would have died.
And look at the attention of forces as well. You're right. Look, Nisha goes top, and straight away, Zai can just join in again because he has those double TPs.
Imagine the gut feeling of, like, not getting that kill at when he's 1 hit away from dying. That must feel bad. So bad. But he knew. He knew it was worth it.
Frost needs to be careful. The bash is going to come out as well. He needs to turn around, but actually going to turn around and run away. No mana left on Nisha. The Burning Army did go down. The disarm's going to come out to protect the PA. Move away. Let's farm up a few of the skeleton armies as he leaves, but they'll look to re-engage because you just forced a pretty big commitment out the side of TFT, because that's 100 seconds without your skeleton army.
Zai's getting the bounties with the travels. Hanskin? Oh no.
Oh boy, he's been found again. He's going to go for the what? Hanskin? What's that TP? He literally just TP'd onto himself anyway. Lassie from Zai, not necessarily needed, but just to ensure that he dies. Probably just trying to save Hanskin from embarrassing himself at that stage. Yeah. That's fair. You've already got this 17k gold. You don't need to make it any worse. But this way of playing Batrider is so strong. People have been doing this in pubs, at least in NA. So it's pretty nice. Like, you just run around killing people, making sure that nobody can push. If you have an advantage, it's actually so hard to deal with this Batrider because he can just be everywhere, and he's so fast with the Firefly giving you that percentage movement speed and with the travels. And then if you try to take a fight elsewhere, he just shows up because he has the travels. He's not the only one that does this. Like, look at mid one and the movement there as well. Like, they are basically trying to set up for a kill on someone that shows, but these two between them, there's no entrance. There's no entrance for TFT. There's no pick-off kill. What do they do? Who do they go on? Brew doesn't even want to show, like, he's showing mid. He doesn't even want to go top. They're just sacking the racks. They know they can't fight this. They're literally sacrificing a racks. They're trying to prioritize that mid lane and keep it pushed out. And same with the bot, but honestly, if you're Secret right now, you don't care about the spot lane. You just focus the mid and then try and take the game, right?
I mean, Zai can just handle the bot lane very easily with the travels anyway. I think he'll probably look to TP scroll down there and then travels to the fight. Yeah, he uses the TP. He'll just Firefly this out. He's got the cooldown reduction talent. Yeah, he'll probably look for the Prophet a little bit and then look to TP mid.
Look at
the Prophet now.
Good lord.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's a big boy.
Thing with this build. You can farm so quickly while also like functioning as a counter rat hero.
I guess Reclaim. Secret do at least get the last out of town. This is them basically putting TFT on notice. If you don't do something before the next Roche, you're done.
Look what Niche is building.
Yeah,
he's getting a Battle Fury.
I mean, it's good damage. Yeah, it's good damage.
Like he's actually just getting...
Oh my god, Hans could no. I think he's given up. I don't know if you've noticed, but that's at least twice in a row now where he gets found and instantly tries to teleport next to himself.
Because he knows there's nothing that he can do with the double TP cancel.
That's where we're going to find out his keys were broken. He'll just tweet out like, yeah, my keyboard wasn't working properly. A likely story. Nisha thinking about going in, and he will. Troll wall again. Preload power trance just in time for the Abyssal. They stun him up for a moment. He's going to turn around. Wukong's down. Mid one with the BKB activated. He's going to just farm up the Burning Army. And now they jump on top of Clinks. They get both the Troll and the Clinks dead. Buyback comes out the Troll and the Clinks. They have no choice to go commit everything to this because this might be the last fight. Secret refusing to leave the base. The split has almost ran out. But what do you do now? Moving in right now. Chessie trying to do some damage mid one. Going to try and back up. They've got Echo. There it is. He comes in. And they just eviscerate TFT. And it looks like Secret. This might be enough to end it. GG comes out. The final tribe know they have no hope against the powerful swings of Secret's lineup in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say anything about draft and lanes and stuff like that in this game, just because I would say when it came to team fighting, Team Secret just massively outclassed TFT. 10% HPs all around. They would fight with the, all of their spells are down except Echo, and they're still really confident, like baiting the Echo, and then presumably they would get out afterwards. Just really well orchestrated team fights by Team Secret. And if you just fight way better than your opponents, like nothing else in Dota even matters because you just take one fight and you have the advantage.
Beautifully done. Yeah, we did say halfway through the game. TFT, great aggression in that mid game, decent control had, taking these towers, but you were not losing objectives, sure, but you were losing these fights convincingly. It seemed like they just reached a speed bump they couldn't get over after they took, 5 towers? There was nowhere left to go. There was nowhere left to push. And was it basically a case of we looked at TFT's lineup when these guys are good at split pushing, but directly in fights, they were just being outclassed by Secret?
Yeah, I would say definitely. Like, Zai did do a pretty good job at dealing with the ratting that was happening, but I think the ratting only happened as a result of the team fights going so poorly. I would say really this entire game boiled down to just specifically that Roche fight. It completely blew the game wide open for Secret, where I don't see many teams recovering from such a fight where you lose that many buybacks when you're about to take Roche. You lose the Aegis, you lose the tempo. Like, mentally, it's hard to come back from that.
Does mean Secret win 2-0 and head to the upper bracket in their group. But we are going to dance a different dance here. We should be heading back across to the CIS Dota. I'm waiting for confirmation. I believe the Na'Vi versus that team, the name I can't say very well, is still going. I believe it was, let me check. Na'Vi versus Uvageni. I think I've said that right. So that should be going on. In fact, I can quickly just check in here. Na'Vi versus Uvageni. All right, looks like game... Yeah, it looks like the first game should finish shortly. We're going to quickly just, recover, get some liquids inside us, and be back for game 2. So short break, then we'll be in for game 2 of Na'Vi versus Uvageni. Stay tuned.